All right, Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. We are joined by our friends Jay and Brittany Hagy with Alon Planning Partners. How are you guys today?
We're doing wonderful.
Doing great. How are you, Bridget?
Glad to be
Doing
here.
great. Great to see you again. So here we are at the beginning of 2024.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
what can we do to help propel ourselves forward and make some real progress on our financial journey this year?
Well, first off, we just need to get started. It's like getting on the treadmill, and the first thing in the morning is you just got to get rolling. You got to press go. And so I want to encourage some people, maybe you haven't thought about what this year needs to look like for you financially. Well, it's time to think about that. It's time to think about, well, I'm 1 year closer. It's a new year. I'm 1 year closer to hopeful retirement. I'm 1 year closer to whatever X amount of goals that I have. I'm 1 year closer to paying off my house, to paying off that car, to being debt free. You're 1 year closer. Have you made progress in the last year? So sit and take a look at what happened in 2023 and really evaluate how can I get closer to that goal being achieved in 2024? What worked in 2023? What didn't work in 2023? From my spending plan to where did I over budget? Where did I under budget? Things like this. We want to make sure that you just get started and get the ball rolling. So there are many things that we can think about doing, but one of them is review what happened in 2023 and say, how can did I get the progress that I wanted out of 2023, and can I make some tweaks to make 2024 even more successful than 23?
Right. And just start putting money away. If you're like, man, just don't even know where to begin. Like Jay said, just start. Here's a practical way to do it. Just start saving
Right.
money and prioritize setting money aside. Maybe you have a 401k or a 403b with your work. Start there, because often you have an employer match, right?
Which is
That's
huge.
what you want to maximize your benefit. And that's a great way to start. Just begin putting away and saving. And the limits are increasing for 2024, your contribution limits. So
Right.
what you can put into IRAs, 401ks, 403bs, all of those amounts are going up. For example, the 401k amount is going up to $23,000 a year. If you're under 50, if you're over 50, you can contribute additional couple $1,000s to that. So well over $30,000 that you can contribute to a 401k in 2024 if you're over the age of 50. So, think about that. That's a huge chunk of money that you can put away. Now, many folks can't put that much away, but do as much as you can.
That's right.
Just like we've
Maximize
talked
it.
about on previous, conversations with you all. Just set these small goals and begin to build on it, and it can kind of snowball
Yeah.
into the next thing.
And I would just say, make sure that your plan is comprehensive. Like, make sure that you're looking at your asset allocation, that you know how your funds are positioned. 2023 looked way different than 22 when the markets are concerned, right? So we're kind of in this roller coaster. We went way down in 22. We came back up in 23. What's 24 going to look like? Are you positioned well for that? That's what we do every day. We analyze portfolios to help people make sure that you are positioned correctly for the stage of life that you're in, and that you're going to hit the goals that you have. If you haven't had someone look at that portfolio in a while, now's the time for a second look. Now's the time in the new year 24. Hey, could somebody take a look at my portfolio under the hood and tell me what's making this engine run, and is it efficient and effective as it should be to get me to my financial goals of retirement, right? Secondly, you want to have a tax plan. You want to make sure that you're paying Uncle Sam only his fair share. We all want to make money, so you're going to pay taxes. That's a guarantee.
But don't overpay.
Yeah,
in
and so don't wait too late. Don't wait till April to come see me. Come here in January so that we can put a plan in place to make sure that you aren't overpaying in taxes, right? You want to make sure that you have a good estate plan. And so when I say comprehensive, there's so many things that goes into financial planning that people just look sometimes and think, oh, I know I've got an investment. I have a 401k. I have an IRA, so I'm good, But that's not true. There's so much more that goes into overall financial planning, and we want to make sure that you are comprehensive in that approach. That's how we help.
Yeah, it's much broader than just a single investment. An investment is not a financial plan. An investment is a tool and a part of a comprehensive financial plan, but not the plan itself. And that's where so many people get hung up, thinking just what Jay said. I've got a 401k. I should be set.
Sure.
Or I've got an IRA or some kind of investment or some rental property, so I'm in the clear. But that's not the whole plan. You got to think about taxes. You got to think about estate planning. You got to think about income planning. How are you going to turn those accounts into income when you get to the time when you need it? and so much more that we won't take a ton of time going into today, but we just wanted to whet your appetite to really begin to think about these things as we begin 2024. This is an awesome time to really make sure you are on track. And if you don't have a track at all, like most folks don't really have a plan, they're kind of just, okay, let's just see how it goes. Now's the time to create that. And that is exactly what we do. We sit down with folks every day, helping chart a course to get to where they want to be, helping you define your financial goals and making it possible to actually obtain them. That is what we do.
Yep. And so if you're listening today, let this be your financial alarm clock. Let this be a financial alarm clock to say, you know what, I should take a deeper dive into what's going on in my portfolio. I should know if I have a tax plan. I should have an estate plan. I should have an income plan.
I should know what I'm paying in fees on my investments.
I should have a healthcare plan.
All this.
All of these things that we help folks with day in and day out. Let this be your alarm clock as you're listening right now to say, I need to make an appointment with Jay and Brittany to see if I have a plan put together to make sure I'm going to hit my goals most effectively in 2024. We would love to help. You can call 423-315-1441. Again, 423-315-1441 or allonplanning.com. You can schedule an appointment right from our website, allonplanning.com, ALLON, planning.com. Thanks.
That's our friends Jay and Brittany Hagy with Alon Planning Partners. Again, their number 423-315-1441 and online at allonplanning.com. Thank you both so much.
Thank you,
We'll
Bridget.
see you next time.
Thank you. Sounds good.
Investment advisory services are offered through Foundations Investment Advisors, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The content provided is intended for informational and educational purposes only. The views, statements, and opinions expressed herein are those of the individual speakers and not necessarily those of Foundations and its affiliates. The information contained herein does not constitute an offer to sell any securities or represent an express or implied opinion or endorsement of any specific investment opportunity, offering, or issuer. Any discussion of performance or returns is not indicative of future results. Each individual investor's situation is different, and any ideas provided may not be appropriate for your particular circumstances. Foundations only transacts business in states where it is properly registered or is excluded or exempted from registration requirements. Registration as an investment advisor is not an endorsement of the firm by securities regulators and does not mean the advisor has achieved a specific level of skill or ability. No legal or tax advice is provided. Always consult with a tax professional. All rights reserved.